Now it's going back to Hunter. Had a good first trip to the line. We'll be looking for similar fortunes. They're going over to Bashan. He will be stopped at the net. And a three-man wall goes up and rejects the Mountaineers. Conestoga able to seal off that right side. See the slide coming over, and it's Callan as well as LeBlanc and Bashan going up. And Conestoga able to get the block. Walker Callan has 2 solo blocks in the game so far. Part of a 4-point game. Morrison is currently the team leader in assists, 198 thus far. Also has 75 points to his name. He swings from his left hand, and he is going to get the ace. 5 aces in the opening set for Mohawk. They have a commanding lead in the late stages of the first set. 2 points away from closing this one out. Another big serve from the southpaw, but this is going to head out of bounds. Conestoga, see if they can capitalize off the air. Jousting forward, and Yannick Kraus able to keep it alive. That Bashan from distance will be off the mark. It is set point now for the Mountaineers. Gudis now back to serve. And that was an absolute laser. The set moving forward. And great play from Big Ben. Once again going up in the middle, able to adjust and find a spot in no man's land to secure the kill, keeping the Condors alive in the first set. Conestoga coming in 7-3 on the season, 4-1 at home. It's another big serve from the Condors. See if they can get the block, and they will. It's kept alive. Racing after it and keeping it alive was Jirac this time. They're going over to Belgrove. He puts it long. And the first set is going in favor of Mohawk as they win it 25-19. get ready for the second set. We will recap the first prior to the first serve. Conestoga had 9 kills on 21 total attacks, 6 errors, 143 hitting percentage. Mohawk, 8 kills on 21 attacks, 6 errors as well. 0.95 was their hitting percentage. They would win the first set by a score of 25-19. For just joining us, thank you for tuning in from whatever part of the world you are watching. It is the Mountaineers taking on the Condors for the second time this season. And Conestoga set to get things started. That was a good-looking serve from the Condors to get things going. And off the rip, it is going to be the Mountaineers striking first. Morrison had a season-high 23 digs against Conestoga the first time around. He has seen his playing time uptick over the course of the season. His serve will head into the net. Conestoga on the board. Belgrove, as electric as they come, really provides a spark when his team needs it. They're going to rely heavily on him, as well as Walker Callan and Ben Mulling. 3 big names for the Condors offense. Jadis now back to serve, and this one spinning. Kraus going up, and coming up to play it was Belgrove off the bump. Little broken play for the Condors, but it is going to be the kill. This one secured by Alex Durack. Big serve moving up, and this will be just off the mark. That swing from a newcomer, Connor Meering, in his first year with the team, Stratford, Ontario native. Belgrove with a good reception. Conestoga, they're going to give it over to Walker Callan. Diving save and a joust at the net. Conestoga going to reset. Callan has to adjust midair, and that is going to be blocked. A great diving save from Jordan Ho, and then it is going to be taken in. Magirius, I believe, going to be getting credit for the ball, or the block, pardon me. That will be a timeout taken by the Condors. Zakari getting credit for the block. That will be his first, team's first. 5-1 our score at the timeout. Conestoga looking to improve in a couple of areas from the last time these two met, especially the way they received the serves. Mentioned how good Mohawk has been in the service department all season long. A lot of heavy spins. It's about managing those serves, being able to ride that wave, and seeing if they can get some points as soon as they can get the pass and transition into offense. Mohawk set to come back onto the floor. These two very close in the standings. Mohawk 4th in the West. Conestoga right above them 3rd. Conestoga trailing Fanshawe, who they defeated 3-2 as we previously mentioned. This game has big playoff implications in terms of seeding. Every game down the stretch in the second half of the season, that much more important. Especially when you have two teams this close in the standings. They're going over Meering. He is going to be rejected. And right out of the timeout, Mohawk going to strike again. And that is going to be an ace for Mohawk. Heading back again, another big swing, and this one tracking down Yannick Kraus. And will be volleyed over, coming to play. It was Ho. Moving forward, and this one hitting off of Hackbart. And another big swing for the Mountaineers. It is now back to serve again. Has one ace on the night. That one a couple moments ago. He's very powerful in his serves. There's another one, and that is going to be the ace off the hands of Bashan and down. Playing in just his second match, he has come on in a big way. Serve pass battle so important in this game, and that is going to be another ace for Mohawk. Martha's Jadis is now on fire. He has 3 aces and Helix Hunter has 4. Those two combining for 7 of the team's 8. Back set going over, they get over to Bashan, it'll 2 off the block, kept alive. And this into the net, being attacking error from Dean Zakari. What a run for Mohawk. They are now up 10-2. Nathan Scully back to serve for the Condors. Almost got a net assisted ace, and that is going to be deposited by Jirac. Another big swing from number 17, his 4th kill of the match. What a start to the second set for Mohawk. They were able to get the side out and get right back to work. Back over here comes Walker County, puts it over top of the block, diving save from Jirac. Moving up, and this is into the net. Callan now stepping back to serve, has 8 aces on the season, 5th in kills in the league. His serve heads into the net. Mohawk having good sinking action to a number of their serves. Bashan from distance. This one leaking back over. Molen goes up, but it will fall on the Condor side. Volley deep now by Bashan. It's off the net and kept alive. Jordan, the point will be awarded to the Condors. There was 4 touches. This one did not get over and was not touched by the Condors. Hence the call. Conestoga now trailing by 8. Conestoga going to have to go on a bit of a run. They have gone down early, more than capable with a number of big offensive weapons. It'll hit off the block, saved by Belgrove. Here comes Callan, he will hit it into the net. That will be a timeout prior to Zakari's serve. Zakari coming in having 389 career kills, just 1 in tonight's match thus far. Very potent offensive weapon. combined with a couple other hitters on this team, and this is a very lethal Mohawk offense that is on full display right now. The coaching staff of the Condors going to look for an answer. I mentioned earlier, Evan Kritz done for the season. Their captain still leading this team in any way he can, despite not being able to play. Doing a great job. You see him in the pregame, being able to be with his teammates, providing key pieces of advice during the game. Be a great coach someday. With the absence of Kritz, be interested to see who steps up into that role offensively. Players having to do their jobs, and some are going to get more playing time with that injury. Be interested to see if they can make the most of it down the stretch. That's the second and final time out for the Condors. Trail by 9. They go crossover to the left side, and that is going to be Tyrell Belgo picking up another kill with some vigor. So we get another look at this one. Belgo generates the speed, soars up right over top of the head, and down. Another kill for Tyrell Belgrove. Backside coming up from the back court, and it is going to be executed to perfection. Dean Zakari picking up his third kill. Hunter's serve will head into it looks like we have some Boy Scouts in the crowd taking in this game. We welcome them into the Student Rec Center. Yannick Kraus to serve now for the Condors. Graduate of Pierre Rene in his second year, averaging 10 assists per set. That's best in the league. Has 13 aces. Would love to get one here, and he will! Right on cue, Yannick Kraus picking up the ace. That will be the team's first. Kraus puts that one on a seam, able to target that back line. Almost had a second one. Ho was able to keep on it and will head over, and that will be an attacking error on Mohawk. Conestoga now stringing a couple points together. They look to claw back into this one. Another good serve from Yannick Kraus. Conestoga mounts their attack. They're going back to Belgo. He goes for a soft attack, and coming to play it was Jirac to keep it alive. And a great block. Nice high hands. Able to hang up there, and Conestoga rejects. It's going to be a violation, however, and that point will be awarded to the Mountaineers. Walker Callan looking for an explanation from the up official Kelvin Yee. Serve now back for the Mountaineers, and it is Brecken Morrison. 42 assists for Sheridan on October 29th. He's now up over 200 this season with 13 in the contest thus far. The big swing is heading back over. Is kept up by LeBlanc and then Callan. Walker Callan gets another block to slide over, and a joust for it at the net. Punching it over. That time it was Molink. Three-man wall. It gets over top. And a lengthy battle between these two. It's still kept alive. A violation going to be called on Mohawk. That will give the Condors the point. Belgrove stepping back to serve. Over 200 kills in his rookie season. Mentioned how electric he can be, as this is going to be a block by the Condors. LeBlanc and Callan going in on it. And this will be touched, and another kill for Mohawk. Jadis going to pick up another one, the Sao Paulo, Brazil native, continuing to have his mark felt, and another kill adding to his total. He currently leads the team with 7 points. Going back to Walker. Callan, it's kept alive. Diving save made by, that is going to be De Los Reyes this time. And sent back over. Conestoga will reset. Do they go back to Callan? They will. And Walker Callan makes no mistake on this one, as he put a little extra on it and was able to secure the kill. Nice back set from Kraus. Such a good setter in this league, just in front of the outstretched hands of Adrian De Los Reyes. Well, from the back line, and it is blocked. Solo effort, still kept alive, however. Here comes Callan. He will tool it off the block. Walker Callan has the hot hand right now, trying to get the Condors back to even. They trail by 5, 11-16. It is now LeBlanc back to serve, has 2 aces on the season, will not get his third. It is blocked as Molnick and Callan go up in form while they go up again, and this time it's Callan. But it will be a violation called by the down official, and that will give Mohawk the point. But the other way, Nigerius with the serve, good reception moving forward. Conestoga getting good first touches and allowing their offense to get swings. This time it's Ben Molink. Molink puts it right in no man's land and is able to get the 12th point for the Condors. Walker Callan now back to serve. Stepping up and taking this one. It is kept alive. Nice save from Belgrove. And Bashan tools it off the block. And that will be another point for the Condors. Bashan adjusts. 3-man wall goes up and he is able to hit it off of the block. And down, a nice adjustment for Matthew Bashan. And Callan, this one heading into the crowd, is kept alive, diving into the stands. And quickly back into play was Dirac. Bashan going up, and he will. There is a touch. Mohawk cannot believe that there was a touch, and Dirac is going to ask for an explanation. We get a look at this one. Mohawk was pretty sure that there was no touch. And looking like it will be a timeout taken. That gets the Condors within 3. Last time these two met, Zakari led the team with 18 points. It's been a back and forth series in recent games. 2-2 in the last 4 meetings. This being the 5th. We'll see who can get the slight edge in that department in terms of games won. There was 2 sets last time these two squared off that went to extra points. It was the second and fourth. Mohawk won the second, 29-27. Conestoga won the fourth, 28-26. There's going to be another explanation here. I believe Dean Zakari having a word with Kelvin Yee. We are ready to continue. Walker Callan set to serve for the Condors. The 1 timeout remaining for the Mountaineers. This is going up, it's off bowling, it's kept alive by Kraus. Back set, here comes Callan. This one all the way up to the last row. Walker Callan, a big swing. And he's got another kill. Oh my, roll the highlight film on this one. So much power in his arm. There's no doubt that one is well out of play. Oh, hitting it high over top of the block. Here comes Callan again, and he's got it again. Walker Callan on a tear, his 6th kill. Looks like he is swinging harder and harder with every attack. Just unleashes a furious shot, and that splits the defense, hitting the back part of the court. He's still to serve. Conestoga now down by 1. They were down by several points in this one early on, and they have clawed near all the way back. This heads into the net, however. Conestoga earlier on was down 10-2, then 11-3. They have clawed all the way back. Now it is 18-16. Conestoga looking to tie this one back up and see if they can split the first 2 sets. Drac second on the team in points and kills, set to serve. This one just catches the top part of the net. It's worth noting Alex Drac is just 1 kill away from 400 in his career. Keep an eye on that milestone. Already has 4 in the match. Going up and depositing one. Helix Hunter. That's Hunter's 3rd kill and 7th point, and that one had some zip on it. Elke back to serve for the first time. This one got a little bit away. Kraus was able to corral, and it will be a point for the Mountaineers. Callan might have been a little bit too far over top of that 3-meter line, and that puts the Mountaineers to 20 points first. This serve will go long from Elke. Had 2 aces on the season. Bowen coming into the game still looking for his first ace of the year. Hamilton, Ontario native. This is going to be punched long and untouched. Conestoga back within 1. Bowen has 6 kills on the year. All of them came against Fanshawe Wednesday evening. Had 11 kills last season, along with 2 aces and 2 blocks. Good reception on behalf of the Mountaineers, and they transition it right into offense. They're able to get the point on the side out. That puts the ever dangerous Hunter back to serve. This one high in the air. Walker Callan will track it down and goes over to Belgrove. Good save from Elke. And Beijing's able to keep it alive, but it will fall. Little net assist off this one. And that extends the lead to 3 points now for the Mountaineers. Conestoga has no timeouts left. They will have to ride the wave and see how this one plays out. Here comes Callan, and he will put it through. It comes back. LeBlanc tried to score, but he was turned away. And the block from the Condors is inbounds. Conestoga's block stands tall. They have such size at the net. You're able to see why here. Kraus going up. Looks like it hit off Kraus, then LeBlanc and down. The block going to LeBlanc. Looks like Mohawk out of rotation is going to have Conestoga down by 1. Yannick Kraus to serve. Kraus listed at 5'9", continues to play well above his size. Such a dynamic player, an amazing setter. Does a great job being able to get kills in the lineup as well as distributing the ball all over the floor. Is going to be the ace for Morrison, and the serve of Mohawk continuing to cause problems for the Condors. Nine to 2 in that department for the Mountaineers. They look to close it out. Set point. So hand back Walker Callan in good positioning. Will volley it across over to Belgrove, but it is going to go into the net. 25-21. Conestoga was able to get a couple more points in this set, but ultimately Mohawk going to take a 2-0 set lead. And Conestoga going to look to come back and try to go for the reverse sweep. When we return, you're watching men's volleyball action. The Mountaineers versus the Condors on OCAA Live. Players ready to get things going for the third set. Conestoga looking to start off the sweep, as they're going to start with Kraus, Belgrove, LeBlanc, Molenk, Bashan, and Walker Cowan. We are ready to get things going. And it is going to be Brecken Morrison. Has 2 aces to go along with 17 assists, 3 points to his name thus far. And with that serve, we are underway. They're going to start going over to Tyrell Belgrove, and he makes no mistake, able to get the first kill, and the Condors have the early lead. Belgrove third in receptions, over 100. He has been as electric as ever. He has 6 kills right now. He's looking to have a big third set, trying to help Conestoga force a fourth. Jadis now back to serve. Been dangerous, currently has 3 aces. Walker Callan able to receive that one nicely. Good touch, and it's going to be Belgrove tooling it off the block. Good set all around, a good play from the Condors. We'll take another look at this one. Quickly up into transition, Conestoga was able to deposit another one. Tyrell Belgrove continuing to have a good game. He's now back to serve for the Condors. Serve will go just long for Belgrove. It'll be his second error of the game in serving. Quick recap of that second set. Conestoga had 8 kills on 28 total attacks. 107 was their hitting percentage. 13 kills, 32 attacks, 6 errors for Mohawk. 219 was their hitting percentage. This one inside the block. It is kept alive. Here comes Belgrove. Be turned away, and from the backcourt attack, and absolutely smoked. Jadis is going to come from the backcourt, and he smoked one. Put another kill on his ever-growing total. The 6'6" outside hitter being the X factor right now for Mohawk. Bumps it, here it comes over to Bashan. It will go untouched. And now the lead in favor of Mohawk by 2. Nigeria stepping back to serve. Currently hitting .356 on the season. Very efficient in his attacks. Going back over. It is going to be blocked. Quick over. Good positioning on the defensive side of the ball, and this is blocked. LeBlanc and Callan go up to reject the Mountaineers. That combination has been lethal for them all game long. Walker Callan getting his hand on this ball. It'll be his 3rd block. Those two slide over so nicely and able to seal it off. Conestoga gets the point. Players converge. This one will get back over. They go over to Callan. He hits it off of somebody. It is kept alive, however, by Mohawk. Give and go. Bashan goes up for the block. It's still alive. Bashan again. It will just miss the line. Block after block for the Condors. They will come up empty-handed. Great effort on the defensive side of the ball for the men in white. Drac in his 3rd year, coming off of a 28 ace rookie season, his 17 this year. Very dangerous, one of the big hitters we mentioned earlier for the serving department. Little unorthodox from Molenk. He goes back up and volleys it, but it is kept alive. And a big swing, and this is out of bounds. Callan looking to get this game tied up. Would love to see if he can find an ace. Over, and that's going to be blocked. Good high hands from Molink. Once again, that middle block position is playing it to perfection. This one, however, is going to be tooled off the block and out of bounds. Dirac now up and over 400 career kills in his season. Sakari's serve will head into the net. Back and forth, we continue to play. A little bit of a feeling out process in the early goings of set number 3. Neither team able to go on a run just yet. Conestoga would love to get in control of this, see if they can string some points together and have a lead to play with. One leaking back over, and there is going to be a net touch on Morris, and Conestoga back to even. This team has a never say die mentality. Even when they're down 2-0, they continue to battle every point, never taking a minute off. Going back over, this is going to be blocked. It's kept alive nicely by Belgrove. All players getting in, getting touches. This one is going to be blocked deep into Condors territory, and Chow was unable to track it down. Hunter back yet again to serve. Looking to replicate what he did in the first set. This is going to be tooled off the block, trying to come make a play on it, but will be unsuccessful on that attempt was Dirac. And Conestoga puts this one back to even. Always a tough offense to read for the Condors. So many weapons in Molink, Belgrove, and Callan, the main 3. Being hard to tell where they can get their offense going and being able to defend each spot, as that is a big block from Belgrove. Conestoga now with the lead. This thing at the block, Molink able to keep out. This one leaking back over. And now Mohawk has another shot at it. And another nice block. LeBlanc and Kraus getting in on this one. It's kept alive, going over to Belgrove. Backcourt attack, and sent straight down Tyrell Belgrove. His second block of the game now ties him for the team lead in points with Walker Callan, each with 9. 2 big blocks from number 13. Has the Condors with a 2-point advantage. The service error on Molink. We cut to just 1 as we play on another close set between these two teams. The third set that had the widest margin in the last time these two played back in November. This one out of play. It finished off, which was 25-17 in favor of Conestoga, as they were able to starve off the sweep. Would win the next 2 sets by a score of 25-17, 28-26 to force that 5th set. It is going to be an ace! Yannick Kraus picks up another one. That's his 3rd, currently leading the team as this one got up a little bit high. And Bashan able to keep alive, and Kraus, nice play. Free ball sent over, Conestoga doing a job, and this will be out of bounds. Conestoga gets the point with a lead of 4. Great play from Bashan and Kraus in the backcourt to keep it alive for the Condors. The serve will head into the net. Conestoga currently with 13 service errors to Mohawk's 9. Both teams so far looking to still clean it up a little bit. Don't want to give too many points away. Lead cut to 3 after that error. Jadis with another big swing. His will be a service error as well. Back to the service errors. That gives the Condors their 4-point lead back. Belgrove with a big swing. That had a good sink once it got over the net. And it will be out of bounds. Just missing the line on the attack. Conestoga adds another point to their lead. Markham's own Belgrove continuing his tenure. Behind the service line going up, Bashan, it got through him, and it is going to be a violation on Matthew Bashan. This one rolling off, Bashan trying to give a chase, and it will roll off of Hackbar and down. Majiri is picking up his first ace of the competition. That gives the Mohawk Mountaineers an even 10. This one will head out of bounds, however, and give the Condors the point right back. Both of these teams so far in the game doing a great job passing the ball, utilizing different hitters. And then it's kept over. Kraus trying to get it over, and it will. Great defensive play from the Condors. Bashan keeps it alive. It's still up. And it will be 4 touches. This Conestoga couldn't quite get that one back over. Still great reactionary play from the Condors. Circling back to the previous point of the passing of these teams, is you're seeing both setters set the ball in different areas. The back set going with different types, different looks for various hitters, really having this defense moving a lot on both sides. Right over to Bashan. He's going to be blocked, kept alive by Molink. Right back to Bashan. It will go untouched, and it will be a touch as a matter of fact. Conestoga signaled for one. Bashan, love seeing that from Kraus. Didn't capitalize on the first. Kraus gives it right back to him, and he was able to secure the kill. Kuzma going to enter into this game. Walker Callan awaits. Still looking for his first ace of the match. Had 32 of them 2 seasons ago. Almost had it right there. It is going to be an attack from Mohawk, which was stymied. This one hitting off of Callan and down. So it might have got him up a little high. Back and forth and back. Another close set. 3 points separating these two. Manitoba's Elke back to serve. This will head long. Belgrove looking like he was part of the Matrix, ducking out of that one. Bashan played in 4 sets in the last 2 matches for the Condors, getting more playing time with the injury of Kritz. This is going to be blocked, heading back, but it will land out of bounds. A big block for the Condors, just too much power on it. Will go past the back line. Getting just under this serve, and that is going to be a service. Conestoga holding on to a 4-point lead as we continue on. Ben Moling back to serve. Actually going to be Evan Bowen. Good serve from Bowen. This is going to go long and untouched. Conestoga rolling. They're 1 point from winning the battle, 2-20. Both teams still with both timeouts. We're going to see if Brad McClure uses one, the fifth-year head coach of the men's team, opting to let this one play out for the time being. Diving save from Kraus as various players converge. Going over to Belgrove. He is going to be blocked. Conestoga had numbers up at the front of the net, and this one going over top of them and down. Morrison once again back to serve. Nicely handled by Bayesian. Here comes Callan from the backcourt. It is off a finger and will be the point for the Condors. Also might have been a violation on the play. Nonetheless, will be a point for Conestoga. They reach 21st, and there's the timeout taken by Coach McClure. Conestoga showcasing their resilience as they have battled back, currently with a 5-point lead in the set, looking to extend this match. Next action for the Mohawk Mountaineers, they're going to be taking on the Shield. That action can be caught January 25th. Conestoga's next game, January 22nd, against St. Clair. Anna Kraus back to serve for the Condors. That was a good looking service. Heads back over. LeBlanc tried to steal the point. It will be turned away by Mohawk. Belgrove having to adjust, and he got the kill. Adjusting back and was able to get his momentum going forward and still able to deposit another kill for Tyrell Belgrove, and another timeout taken by Mohawk. See the adjustment by Belgrove, taking one step back and putting it in the backcourt, just beating Elke. Conestoga looking to close this one out and force a fourth set. Don't go anywhere, you're watching the Mountaineers take on the Condors, men's volleyball OCAA live. action ready to get back underway. Last season, Kroos finished second in the OCAA with 543 assists. Looking to continue to build on that, as this is going to be a point for the Condors. 4 touches on the play as they look to close this one out, and the crowd coming alive, rallying behind their men's team. But they're going to try their lock on the left side. It's still up. Kroos was unable to get any elevation on the play, as that is going to give the point back to Mohawk. Jadis now to serve. Conestoga mounts their attack. They're going to go back over to Belgrove, and he will just be off the mark by a hair. And here come the Mountaineers trying to claw their way back. Both teams very physical at the net. Very tough for these hitters to get around the block. This one leaking back a little bit over. It was kept alive. And Adam LeBlanc steps up to secure the kill. His second of the game. Conestoga needing just 2 more points to try to close this one out. Interested to see who is the main target for the Swings. Number of big options on the floor. Looking like this one's going over to Calano. It's going to LeBlanc, who hit it off at the block, but it will be kept alive. And this one will be down. Four points separating these teams now. Mohawk trying to draw back to even. Nigerius is going to be off the mark. 24-19 our score. Set point for the Condors.
I definitely thought that was 25. That's a jinx. I thought it was 25.
Scully in to take the serve. This one into the net, 24-20. Conestoga can close it over here. It'll be their second set point. This will go long. Conestoga starts off the sweep, winning it by a score of 25-20. And we will play a 4th set.
We're not going
It's going to be a great game between these 2 rivals. Don't go anywhere. It is men's volleyball action, part of OCAA Live. ready to get things underway for the fourth set. Conestoga won the last one 25-20. 7 kills on 22 attacks, 4 errors, 136 hitting percentage. Mohawk 9 kills, 9 errors, 30 total attacks. It was a 0 hitting percentage for them. We are ready to go for the fourth set. Yannick Kraus to get things going. And with that whistle, here we go. And Kraus with a good looking serve, getting things going. A nice save from Bashan in the backcourt. Gets it over to Cowan. Quick reset for the Condors. This time they're going to go up to Belgrove. He'll hit it off of the block and down. Great start for Tyrell Belgrove on the left side. And off that air, that'll even us up. 1-1 in the early stages of this one. These two teams very familiar with each other, having played on November 29th. This game could have big playoff implications. This one catches the top part of the net. And talking with Coach Kyle McGuire on key players, outside hitters being efficient really puts their team in a good spot to have success. And it's more than 7 guys, especially with injuries throughout the course of the season, seeing who can step up into different roles and do what is asked of them. As that is going to be blocked by Bashan against his former team. Gets a big block for the Condors. Going up on a solo mission, he will reject Zakari. And great sinking action. Oh my goodness, Tyrell Belgrove, his first ace of the match, as the Condors ahead by 3. This serve, however, is going to go long. Now the serve changes hands. Zakari has 31 aces on the season. Conestoga looking to keep that number right here, but it will not be able to, as Zakari picks up his 32nd ace. A seasoned member of this team, looking to continue his personal success as well as the team's success. Bashan gets it over top of the block, and it will fall in front of several Condors as they converge, and we are all knotted back up 4 apiece. With another big swing, handled nicely by the Condors. This one gets over to Mulling. A double touch will be signaled. Conestoga restores a 1-point lead as they look to starve off and see if they can force a 5th set. LeBlanc coming into action tonight had 2 assists, 43 kills, 61 points on the season for number 11. It is kept alive, and Conestoga gonna get the point again on a lift. Conestoga now up by 2 points. LeBlanc has a kill in every game he has played in this season. And you want to speak about kills, that one very impressive from Jirac. the lead cut to just 1 point between these two as they continue to go back and forth in what has been a thrilling game thus far. Don't want it to end, but we are back to even as Mohawk on a 2-0 run. And a big swing the other way as Conestoga back in the lead. Oh my goodness. These players continue to get better as time goes on. Molink able to secure the kill for the Condors. Going back the other way, go to the Girac. This will be out of bounds. Conestoga adds another point to their cause. Callan's so impressive in his attacks. The last 3 seasons, 100+ kills in each of them. He is now up over 800 career kills with his 7 in this game. Needed just 3 coming into tonight. This is going to be blocked by Molink. Quick reset for Mohawk, and the second chance opportunity will be good. Was held at bay momentarily. They reset and go right back to work securing the kill, now trail by 1. Back to St. Catharines native, standing 6'4", has had himself quite a game so far. Currently leading with 10 kills. This is into the net on the swing from Callan. Getting nice and low was Hackbart, able to keep this one up. Bashan throws it deep. Be handled by Zakari. And that will be blocked. Conestoga gets the point. That ball falling right on the line. As we have another look at a beautiful block again by the Condors. Going up and protecting it. It's Big Ben at it again. That will go long, and that puts us back to even. Neither team willing to give an inch. We play on. 4th set last time went to extra points. Conestoga would win at 28-26 to force a 5th set. See what we have in store this evening. Martus Jadis' serve is going to go long. Bit of a pattern forming here between these two teams. Conestoga able to get a 1-point lead, and Mohawk will draw back to even. And going like that for a couple points. Neither team able to get too far ahead of the other. Molink has 20 total blocks, is 6th best in the OCAA. Going over to Zakari, and he will be denied. Here comes Walker Callan, and Walker Callan is blocked. Zakari and Hunter go up and form a wall. Walker Callan tracking back. Gonna have to get it over, and Belgrove will do just that. Free ball the other way. Dumping it over onto the single-handed dump. Morrison going to be picking up on another kill. That'll be Morrison's 2nd kill to go along with 27 assists and 2 aces. And that is an ace for the Mountaineers. Now they have a 2-point lead. That's the 5th ace for Helix Hunter, who has been on a tear all evening long, currently leading with 11 points. The longer we play, you have to wonder if fatigue will set in. So far, no signs of that as both of these teams continue to hit at unearthly speeds off the block and out of play. And the Mountaineers strike again. Morrison led the team with 33 assists last time these two clashed. Currently has 28 in the contest. Here comes Kraus. Back set going over to Belgo. Holy mackerel, what a swing. Tyrell Belgo for his 10th kill and team leading 13th point. And continuing to answer the bell, Sakari goes back the other way, put another kill in his box score. And he restores the 2-point lead. Drac was looking for the ace. He will not be getting it. And it will be last touched by Bashan, or was in. Either way, a 3-point lead has become for the Mountaineers. And that will be taking a timeout is Coach Kelly McGuire as Mohawk trying to close it out in 4. Conestoga trails by 3. See what comes from this timeout as they try to develop a strategy to rally back. Both teams heading back onto the floor. The serve remains with Mohawk, and they have amassed a 3-point lead. Would love nothing more than to get on the bus to head back. Get back on the bus after trying to close this one out in 4 sets. Conestoga like to hang around a bit longer, see if they can force a 5th. The story yet to be written as Conestoga going to get the point right out of the timeout. The 1 timeout remaining for the Condors in this set. This is going to be off the block and out of play. That will be a point for the Mountaineers as they have their 3-point lead restored. Good use of the block by Mohawk as they continue on trying to reach 21st. There'll be another service error as the last couple possessions for the Mountaineers have been relatively short via the service error. .38 service errors between the two teams, slight edge. For the Condors, they have 18 to Mohawk's 20. Make that 2019 after the service error by the Condors as we play on.
This one will catch the top part of the tape. Conestoga clawing their way back now within 2. Bashan has 3 kills in 2 different matches this season. Career best in points came against Sheridan, had 9. 3 kills in this game as well. 4 points for him. This gets over top of the block. Walker Callan, perfect position on this one. They're going back to Belgrove who put it over top of the block. Diving save from Drac. And it will be blocked, but out of bounds. Another good example of using what the defense is giving you from Martus Gitas. Now it's going to be Jadis back to serve in his rookie season, really leaving his mark on this game. Currently 8 kills. This serve, however, is going to head out of bounds. Conestoga still within striking distance. Conestoga, no strangers in going to 5th sets. The last 2 games have gone the distance as they would win that game against Sansha in 5. This is off the block and down. Be another point for Mohawk. They're 1 point away from 20. As Moen coming back into the game for the Condors momentarily, but it'll be Hackbart that stays on the floor. Also to get things back underway is going to be Helix Hunter. All his points came against Sheridan on Wednesday night. He's having himself quite a game. LeBlanc steps up and secures the kill. LeBlanc very efficient, 350 hitting percentage. Currently hitting 273, 4 kills for him on 11 attacks, just the 1 error. Continuing to make his mark felt. Victor from Kraus will go just long. Now into the red zone for the Mountaineers. Morrison gets some sync to this ball going over to Belgrove. He'll be blocked. Hackbart gets a piece on it, and now Bashan, free ball sent the other way. This will get through. Hackbart digs it out, and it leaks back over, and making no mistake on it was Magirius. And that will be the second timeout taken by Kelly McGuire. They'll develop an attack plan, currently trailing by 4 as Mohawk looking to take the season series 2 games to none. Need just 4 more points to close this one out. Conestoga looking to claw their way back into this one. The stage is set. Mohawk looking to close it out right here, right now. They just need 4 more points to close it out and win 3-1. Conestoga trying to claw their way back into this one, well within striking distance, especially with the hitters they have on the floor primarily in Callan and Belgrove. And they're going to target Walker Callan first. He will be blocked. See if they try the other side now, and they will. Here it comes over to Belgrove, and he will get it inside the block. Having a 1A, 1B hitter on the floor really allows your offense to flourish. They go over to Callan first. He was denied. Quick reset. Kraus opting to go to Belgrove. He's able to secure the kill for the Condors. This one leaks back over. Conestoga can now mount an attack. Goes over to LeBlanc. He will be denied. This one is skied in the air, way up there, almost into the fan. Getting over to Bashan, who volleys it deep. Morrison was ready for it. And it will be down into no man's land. Sakari back needs just one more kill for an even 10. His serve will head into the net. That'll be his third service there of the match. Quick substitution being made for the Condors. Teams very even statistically across the board. Slight edge in favor of the kills for Mohawk, 41-30. 9-6 in favor of blocks for Conestoga. 12-4 in aces as Mohawk continues to serve with such tenacity. Very hard to slow them down. And it is going to be the kill for Jurek, his 12th. 23-19 our score. Elke coming back into the game. And he is tasked with the serve. Has not had an ace in his last 2 games. 4 kills the last time he played against the Condors. Going over top of the block, and a pancake made. It's going to be deep, and it will be unreturnable. Match point for Mohawk, 24-19. Elke can win it here for the Mountaineers. With this racing back, Belgrove keeps it alive. Here it comes over to Callan. He'll roll over top, and it will fall. The Condors stay alive. Walker Callan gets another kill, his 8th. As this ball was deep, Belgrove able to get it towards the net, and Callan takes care of the rest. And now it's Walker Callan back to serve. This one leaking back over. Bashan able to take it in. Kraus puts it deep. Kept alive. Now Mohawk. This is bumped over. Conestoga can mount an attack. It's coming over and it is blocked. And that is it. Mohawk wins it. 25-20 in the 4th set. They will win the season series 2-0, winning this one 3-2-1. That will do it from us here at the Student Rec Center. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to the broadcast. It was our absolute pleasure to bring it to you. The next action for the Condors is against St. Clair, January 22nd, and it will be January 25th for against the Shield for Mohawk. From all of us at the Student Rec Center, I'm Andrew Trzaskowski. Be sure to tell somebody you love them. We will see you next time. Have a great night.
go, third in OCAA. Let's go, baby. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. When I hit you, I know, I felt bad. But then I had to get us. Yeah, I know, we had to get it back.
Garbage. This can stay.